Hey, I want to do something special right now. I want to bring out a special guest to introduce your next act. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to stage right now is a man who became one of my very best friends when I came to town. It wasn't his idea, but I wouldn't leave him alone. He's a very funny man, and if you listen to the radio in the afternoon, you hear this man quite often. You hear him on Camel Country. He is an award-winning DJ right here in Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. He has won national awards, and he's right here every afternoon. How about a warm welcome to introduce the next act, my good friend, Big Shoe Stu Evans.
Oh, this is great. What a beautiful theater. What a great night. Appreciate you being here. We're here, of course, on International AIDS Day, helping Phoenix Body Positive. And it is a great honor and a pleasure to work for this cause. I can tell you that a number of years ago, it's been about 10 years, I found out that a childhood friend of mine, Carrie, had passed away of AIDS. This is a guy that lived next door to my grandma, and we'd see him every time we went down to visit in Florida, and AIDS claimed him. So it hits close to home. And then, of course, I saw the movie Philadelphia, and that changed my life because I realized that Tom Hanks and my wife and me all had the hots for Antonio Banderas. Oh, he's cute. You go to a lot of movies? Yeah. Anybody see that movie Ladder 49? We went to see it because we were looking for something light and cheery. No, that's a hot flick. But there's this whole thing with the firefighters going on, and a friend of mine who's a volunteer firefighter, I thought it was a very interesting, neat, accurate movie. She said, no. First of all, you got Joaquin Phoenix in the beginning of the film, falls like 5 stories and lands smack on his back on his air tank. That's got to leave a dent. And then you got all the firefighters walking into the fire without those masks on. You singe your face. I mean, I figured they had to do it to prove that they had these high-priced actors. Because, otherwise it'd be like, hi, I'm John Travolta and I'm here to save you. You're not John Travolta. No, really I am. I really am. Oh, come on. Up your nose with a fire hose. Yeah, prove it. Summer loving had me a blast. And the other firefighters are, tell me more, tell me more. Now, what that movie did for firefighting, WKRP in Cincinnati did for my business, being a DJ. And everybody thinks that TV show's not accurate. It's extremely accurate. Except in a few places. For example, all the DJs had their own apartment and ate regularly. The sales guy, Herb Tarlick, remember the check suit and everything? Not sleazy enough. And that Lonnie Anderson, the receptionist, right? Too flat. And if it was accurate, they would have her in like a glass, hermetically sealed tube with a hazmat suit to protect her from the slimy disc jockeys. Because we were awful. Hey, listen, I want to bring out right now for you somebody who recently won the Las Vegas Comedy Festival, the mainstream category. So I mean, the mainstream category. He even got to audition for David Letterman. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the funniest guy you're going to see in the next couple of minutes here. Kirk Buckout.
Wow, thank you. Pace yourself, people. I just got here. And don't worry, guys. I'm not going to ask you how you doing, how you feeling, because according to every audience, I already know the answer. Every audience always answers the same way to the how you doing question. Of course, that answer is, woo! Ow! And I think as a member of the audience, that is the only time you can properly use the woo response. Try this at work tomorrow. Boss comes up to you. We got a lot of stuff ahead of us, a lot of stuff to do, Johnson. Before we get going, how you feeling? How you doing? Woo! Boss like, we have to fire Phil. He's wooing at people again. As is not KFC material. He's got to go. This next piece I like to call Comic Going for Cheap Applause. Hope you enjoy. Wait for it. You guys are accelerated audience. You got to pace it. You're easy. Comic Going for Cheap Applause. Okay. Hey everyone, I just got married. Yeah, we're expecting our first baby. Yeah, I just turned 30. Yeah, been clean and sober for 20 years now. And how about I grew up in the great state of Arizona, and I don't care what anyone says, Osama bin Laden is a prick. Woo! Oh my goodness, I'm half Canadian and half Dutch. You're kidding me. No one's ever applauded that. So you know what that means? I don't have any good hack jokes about nationality. That's what that means. Come on, you've heard them a million times. You know, you're like, I'm half German and half Native American. That means I invade and conquer other lands, but then I get drunk and lose it to the white man. Oh, so clever, so clever, so clever. I was talking to my friend Jessica recently, and she's one of those friends. She's buying a new outfit, and she comes to me for a second opinion to see what I think of it. And recently, she's telling me she spent $80 on a bra. Yeah, and I was like, well, let me see it, and I can tell you what I think. But she was all like, no, because that's the way they're always like, no. But I just couldn't believe that. I was $80 on a bra. I was like, Jessica, it's not the bra that matters. It's what's inside. Inside the bra that really counts. Ladies, spending $80 on a bra is like spending $80 on wrapping paper. They're both going to get thrown away and stuff inside is going to get played with, so why bother? That joke was for the ladies. And yes, I don't have a girlfriend. Oh, I love that. I love that you guys laughed at that. It's one of those things that if you don't have, it's okay for people to laugh at. Guy with no girlfriend, funny. Guy with no legs, not funny. Guy with no teeth, that's funny again, isn't it? Guy with no eyes, not funny. Guy with no bladder control, very funny. Guy with no weapons of mass destruction, that's funny to Democrats. Republicans, not so much. A little political. I'm actually very excited because I finished I just started my first year teaching ever. Thank you. You should applaud. Think about it this way. If it wasn't for people like me, you'd have to put up with your own kids. There's a parent right there. Actually, I wouldn't get too excited. I'm actually a substitute teacher. So I don't really teach per se, as more as I take attendance and show the movie Rudy. It's a skill. The first time I ever subbed was for a high school German class, and oh my, these kids were just awful. I lost complete control of them. Halfway through the class, they marched out and they invaded the French class. who surrendered immediately, by the way. So I got everybody rounded back up, decided to play a game of quiet ball. And I don't think in the history of the world a girl has ever won the game quiet ball, because it combines the skills of throwing and catching without talking. It's just not your game, ladies. I know there's a couple of females sitting in the back going, that's the sexiest thing to say. I should yell something out, but then you'd lose. So I like hanging out, spending time with kids. Last summer I actually did some community service. I actually went to go volunteer at the YMCA because, well, the judge told me I had to. And moving on, I was doing good, helping the community. I coached 6th graders, boys basketball. Learned a couple new things. First thing I learned, the parents take it a tad too seriously. Oh my God, they're yelling stuff like, double down, it's the pick and roll, watch the back door. And my kids are just like, what? They're out there spinning, they're like, yee-hoo. Why is my mom yelling, yay, stop punching that man, Dad, yeah. So I'm their coach, I'm trying to yell useful information, stuff like, dribble! Get your finger out of there, that's bad. When I said I wanted more ball movement, that's not what I meant. I actually found out the other coaches drafted and scouted specific players, so I showed up, I was unaware, so I got all the leftovers. The other team there was like tall as I was, draining threes, and my kids had the skill level of like a drunken monkey with 3 fingers. It wasn't good. And I got stuck with 4 kids named Mike. It wasn't confusing enough, you know. I was like, I just couldn't handle the Mike thing anymore. I'm like, all right, you're going to be Mike, Michael, Mikey, and I'm going to call you Enrique. I'm sorry, your parents are more creative. It's not my fault. So, and it wasn't bad enough. We weren't a very good team. A good team, we got stuck with the black jerseys. It's Phoenix, middle of summer. My kids are running around outdoors in the black jerseys. Just brutal. I actually had 4 kids evaporate. So I got a technical foul for not having enough kids on the team. That's not right. It's terrible. So we played our first game, and of course we lost because that's what we did. Because it wasn't about winning or losing. It's about the fun of losing. We played our first game, and I forgot to pick the team name. I just spaced on it. I was like, come on, guys, hurry up. The other team has to know who they appreciated. Let's go. I'll wait you out on that one. That's my favorite joke. They were like, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Seriously, we don't know. You never told us. Give us a clue. But anything you want to be is fine with me, guys. I don't care. And it was one of the kids formerly known as Mike, one of those guys. He goes, hey, it's me, the Panthers. And then one of the other kids noticed the color of our jerseys. So he goes, hey, it's me, the Black Panthers. Actually, guys, I don't think that's a good idea. But coach, you said it could be anything we want. We want to be the Black Panthers. It's like, fine, we're the Black Panthers. So there it was. I was the leader of the Black Panthers. Fight the fight, stay strong. We weren't good, but we had good attendance, I'll tell you that. We had Louis Farrakhan show up to games, FBI, Klansmen. Some of the original Black Panthers showed up. I thought that was nice. Of course, they were now the enlarged prostate Panthers because they're old now. The extra energy from the crowd and the team name actually started to affect some of my players because I had a kid come up to me and he goes, hey, coach, I have a question. I'm like, yeah, what's that? It's like, what color is that net up there? That net would be white. He's like, ain't that a bitch? The thing that, I don't know, we're supposed to be shooting for and is our goal, and the thing that is always above us, that just happens to be white. Is that just another conspiracy to keep us down? Why are you talking like that? You're ready to kill Freckles. Stop that right now. That's where I'm going to stop talking, folks. Thanks a lot, and enjoy the rest of the show. Bye.
Kirk Buck out, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it together. Keep it together. Show them some hot Phoenix audience on audience love, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing, sir? You all right? So you look at your watch. Take it off. Take it off. I had 95 more comics to go. This is the Woodstock of comedy. You might as well get your sleeping bag and light one up. Woo! Aren't you in someone else's act?